So why were you with him?
It was a bad mistake that
No,
I
I mean,
made.
these are choices. Did
Yes,
he
ma'am.
force you to be with him?
No, ma'am.
So that was a choice you made to hang your star to him.
Yes.
So why would you be with him? And you have children.
At the time I was homeless at that time. I do have an apartment now. I've had an apartment for about 4 months now, and I've come a long way from that time of my life.
So who lives with you at that apartment?
Currently, me, my 14-year-old. That's all, ma'am. Just me and my 14-year-old.
And why were you stealing at Melrose?
I needed some clothes.
And when's the last time you used?
Last time I used, when I had got caught, my last conviction, maybe about 3 months ago. 3 months ago.
Judge, I think she means her last arrest, not conviction.
No, I'm sorry, my last arrest. Yes, correct.
So your last arrest was 3 or 4 months ago,
Yes, ma'am.
and that's the last time you used.
Yes, ma'am.
So the only time you have not been using is when you've been in custody.
No, I would use recreational, off and on.
All right. So when you're in custody, I mean, I know sometimes people make things at the jail, but you use when you're not in custody.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So this is the thing. I need you to be 100% honest with me because if I grant your application for deferred adjudication, if you're unsuccessful and a motion to revoke is filed, you're looking at 2 years in the state jail facility. I want you to be successful. Obviously, the state and your council wants you to be successful. So what have you been using in the past?
I use methamphetamine.
And what else?
That was it, ma'am.
And how often were you using?
Recreational, once or twice a month, maybe not.
All right, see, once or twice a month does not result in you stealing clothes at Melrose and having drugs in your bra. So, I mean, it's more than once or twice a month,
No, ma'am.
because otherwise CPS would not have been in your life. So
CPS wasn't, I'm sorry.
was CPS in your life for drugs and everything
No.
else? Why?
It was an abusive relationship.
All right, see, people always say that, but I do know that CPS will not, and you've done, CPS is not removing children from your custody or allowing your mother to take your children because you're being abused. Either they're removing them because you decide that you're going to stay with that guy and not put your children first, or either because there's drug use. But if you have an issue where you're in an abusive relationship, CPS will help you out of that abusive relationship. But if you choose to stay and choose the man over your children, that's when children are placed somewhere else.